time, if I could ask you to stand for the procession of our graduates. Okay, I feel like the preacher, but you may be seated. I'm Laura Smith. I'm the program director of the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program, and on behalf of the faculty of our program, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the pinning ceremony for the class of 2022. We have some special guests in attendance that I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize. This is our Dean of Health Sciences, Vice President of Learning, Ms. Lisa German. This is our Assistant Dean, Jim Malone. And our president, Dr. Carlix, couldn't be here today, but we want to thank all of them for supporting us and just their vision for this college and this community. We are so blessed to have them as our leadership. So this is my third year of teaching, the end of my third cohort, and this is my first normal class. And notice I put that highly in parentheses. Every other cohort year has been impacted by COVID and required some time of the completion to be done virtually, but this class made it through all the way entirely in person. Hallelujah. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, and so I decided that our initial 4 lab groups were going to be named after the 4 houses or 4 student groups in the books and movies. Each house has specific character traits. Gryffindors are brave, chivalrous, confident, and courageous. Hufflepuffs are loyal, tolerant, patient, hardworking, friendly, and dedicated. Slytherins are cunning, determined, ambitious, resourceful, innovative, and accomplished. And Ravenclaws are wise, intellectual, clever, sharp, and creative. These characteristics are needed to be a successful OTA, and our program works hard to recognize, develop, and foster them into our students. An OTA must be friendly and professional in order to interact with new people every day. Be hardworking and resourceful to meet productivity standards. Be patient and flexible with dealing with unplanned situations and sometimes hostile people. Be innovative and creative when developing optimal treatment plans. Be wise enough to know that you don't know everything and might need to look back at a textbook or two. And be confident and brave enough to advocate for the needs of our patients and for our profession. Students, I hope that as you leave this program, you keep these characteristics in your mind as you make choices in your career. I have a few more hopes to add to that list. I hope you will always seek to further your learning and professional development. I hope you will always continue to put your patients first and advocate for what they need, even if that's hard. I hope you will support our state and national organizations so they can continue to support you in your career. And most of all, I hope you never forget the power of the brain dump to recall information. Oh yeah, and don't forget to come back and visit us. I love you all, and I'm so proud of all of you. Parents, families, and loved ones, thank you for sharing your student with us this year. We know it was a sacrifice of your time to support them and to allow them the time required to study. It truly is an occupational imbalance to be a student, and we recognize you and your support as they had to shift time from other areas to give more time to their educational pursuits. So thank you. Each year at our annual College Honors Night, the various college programs recognize students for their achievements. Each year, the program faculty nominates a student to receive the OTA Program Award. This award is given to a student who embodies the characteristics of a successful occupational therapy practitioner while demonstrating excellence in academic achievement, clinical skills, and service to others. Please welcome this year's recipient, Miss Ella Dennis, to come and share a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. Again, I'm Ella Dennis, and I get to speak on behalf of our class of 2022 this year. And I just want to reiterate what Ms. Smith said and thank all of you who are in attendance today, family, friends, loved ones, as well as those who couldn't be here physically today. You're a big reason that we're sitting here today. And I'm sure many of you played a pretty significant role in allowing your children, your grandchildren, your friends, your spouse, your loved one to complete this past year of OTA school. I'm sure many of you helped provide support, helped us study, listened to us cry and laugh and vent, and often crying, laughing, and venting all at the same time. Supporting our hefty caffeine intake, because if you're like me, I think we all consumed a good amount of caffeine this year. We can all agree on that. And just listen to us without judgment as we maneuvered this very unique year. So thank you again for your support. To my fellow classmates, we did it. We did it. Let that sink in. And I'll just specify, you did it. In what was simultaneously the longest yet quickest year of our lives. I think back and I feel like we were just sitting together at orientation for the first time last year, just embracing the melting pot that was our class. I mean, we look around and we see so many different life experiences, so much diversity, so much to pull from, and just slowly learning each other and getting sorted into our lab groups or our houses, and just not really knowing what to expect in the next year, but knowing that it's going to be equally fun and stressful. There's some of you who've chosen to go straight through school to begin your careers, and you're young and you're bright and you're ready. And then there are others who made some big, bold life decisions along the way to either switch careers or entire life paths, and that's so brave to do. And you brought wisdom and experience to our program. Some have maintained part-time jobs throughout the year, and others have continuously provided for your families and cared for your loved ones while putting in the hours of studying and learning this new future career. Most have had to commute 3 and 4 hours a day to get to classes and field works, and somehow making it home to study for another couple hours while trying to maintain occupational balance with your friends and your family and within yourself too. So don't take this lightly. I want all of us to just take a collective big deep breath. Let's go. And then we breathe out. And I truly want you to just be proud for what you've done. Proud of this year, because we've all sacrificed a little bit of something here and there, and we're sitting here today hopefully knowing that it was worth it. So although we're from diverse backgrounds and life experiences, one thing we all have in common is our growing love and understanding of the occupational therapy profession. It's our internal drive and personalities that inspired us to simply want to help people. I won't make you raise your hands, everyone in here, but I'm sure a few of you had to Google what occupational therapy was at some point or another. You don't have to confess, but we've all been there. And that's fine, that's normal. It's why one of Ms. Smith's first assignments for us was to come up with an elevator speech in order to define what OT is to others who might have questions. And to be honest, a true definition is really hard to come by. We've chosen a beautiful but complex healthcare profession, a career that provides therapeutic interventions to a variety of populations and diagnoses. OT is like, in my opinion, the Swiss Army knife of patient care. We'll be what you need us to be. It's a commitment to helping people find meaning and motivation in all of life's stages, all the way from birth to end of life. It's a calling to focus mostly on human capabilities rather than deficits. And it's a profession grounded on passion and patience, balance and empathy, inclusion and purpose, problem solving and creativity. And these are traits that I think the world desperately needs more of in this day and age. And so I challenge everyone here to utilize these traits no matter where you are or what you do in your lives. I'll close by explaining OT the best way I know how in my own elevator speech. And I compare it to an actual elevator ride. So there are those in this world who've pressed the elevator call button, and for one reason or another, they're unsure which floor to choose or what path to take once that elevator arrives. In walks an occupational therapy practitioner and sees that someone needs help. So it's our job at that point to help determine where that passenger needs to go and how they need to get there. And we ride with them, and we learn about them, and we build rapport, and we build competence, and we're with them every step of the way until it's time for them to get off the elevator. And that's my definition of OT. Again, class of 2022, I am truly inspired by each and every one of you, and I wish you the best of luck in your careers. To our teachers, you awesome women over there, look at them, look at all those awesome women. Thank you. Keep pouring into your students and allowing us the opportunity to learn and grow and keep building and evolving the next generations of occupational therapy assistants. Today we celebrate a career that we will be proud of when it's all said and done. Thank you.
Thank you, Ella. That was a beautiful and eloquent speech, and not one that I wanted to follow, but good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kelly Krigbaum. I was one of their instructors and also their academic fieldwork coordinator, so that means that I'm to blame if you've been unhappy with how far your loved one has had to drive or travel this year. This year, especially with our gas prices, has put a little bit of strain on. I may have had a few extra emails begging, "This Krigbaum gas is so high, please, please, can't we be closer?" But as you can see, there's a lot of them. So there are a lot of people vying for fewer spots. So I think we did the best we could, and everyone enjoyed their fieldwork spots, and they learned so much. So I hope that their sacrifices have been worth it to them and to their families. This ceremony always holds a special place in my heart because 23 years ago, a long time ago, I was sitting right where you guys were. I had no job in sight. I had no idea what I was going to do. I didn't know what the future held for me. But because of this degree, I knew I would be okay. The field of occupational therapy is never going to be a boring one. And if you're bored with your job or your patients, you're probably not doing OT right. First off, graduates, I'd like to commend you all on your commitment in attaining your dreams to pursue a degree in occupational therapy. You have endured many long, hard, and stressful days to reach this milestone. I truly hope it is a rewarding day for you and for your loved ones to celebrate. Like I've said over and over this year, the days are long, but the year is short. And here you sit. I can't believe you guys are already here. I'm so proud of your accomplishments and can't wait to see what your future holds. Don't let graduating today be the end of making your dreams come true. Go out there and find your dream job, live in your dream city, You never know what opportunities are around the corner unless you look, so take chances. Take that job you're scared of. Move to a city away from home. Just take chances. If not now, then when? Now is the time to take action. You have a choice. You can either be a passive witness to everyone else's actions, or you can be the action star of your own life. As Nelson Mandela once said, it always seems impossible until it's done. And I imagine about a year ago, a lot of you felt like this is going to be impossible, but now it's done. I know everyone in this class will do great. You all have a huge, caring heart, and I believe each of you came into this profession for the right reasons and are ready to change people's lives. You've certainly changed mine. And I will always remember this class for your big hearts and your big personalities. I don't want to go into anything personal with me, but had not a pretty difficult year for myself, and being able to come back to work and seeing you guys, it made a really big difference in helping me get through some hard times. I can't wait to see what your future holds. Please keep in touch, in person, on Facebook, however you like to keep in touch. We love to see how your lives are going, when you get married, when you have children, when you move cities, when you get jobs. I show my friends and family all the time, my Facebook feed is just nonstop. I got engaged, I got married, we're having a baby, I'm having another baby, I got a new job. So, and I love it. I've said all year that you guys are like my children, and I mean that. So always, I mean it, except I can't pay for any more children. And I mean that, so always let me know where you are in your lives so I can stay in the loop. At this time, I'm going to call the names for the pinning and presentation of certificates. So please stand one row at a time, and when I call the name of the first person of that row. Ellie Akers. Jason Aldridge. Azaria Avery. Ashley Ball. Ashton Beasley. J.C. Biffle. Oh, Haley Benson, I meant to say. Now, J.C. Biffle. She's always running fast, so. Oh, sorry. Maddie Bond. Oops, I'm sorry. Kaylee Bradford. Megan Brown. Take that off. Brittany Collins. Caitlin Cook. Mike or Michael. Mike Cowan. Carson Crabtree. Ella Dennis. Caroline Donaldson. Darby Elliott. Claire Ferguson. Emily Farrell.
Thank you.
Amanda Giovingo. Skylar Hale. Ashley Holt. Sam Houghton. Micah Hudson. Laura Hyatt.
Congratulations.
Phyllis James.
Thank you.
Kaylee Kennedy. Sarah King.
We'll make you wait. We'll make you wait.
Kara Levacy. Jillian Martin. Carly Mills. Lindsay Mills. Miranda Mosa. For some reason, I knew that was going to happen. Jennifer Oden. Presley Palmer.
Congratulations. You did it.
Sarah Paulson. Chelsea Porter. You did it. Shaking it up with Andrew Prater. Grace Purvis. Michelle Roberts.
Congratulations, Dre.
Lauren Robinson. Miranda Simol. Hannah Sin. Now that one I wasn't expecting. Mackenzie Smith. Erica Snow. Claire Stevens. Kiana Stevens. Angel Thurison. Sorry. Molly Tohill. Let's do it again. Holly Townsend. Molly Turner. Mackenzie White.
Thank you so much for everything.
And last but not least, my new favorite last name, Sarah Wilson. Congratulations. You guys have worked very hard to achieve this significant milestone. To close the ceremony, I'd like to ask the class of 2022 to please stand while we recite the OTA Pledge. Y'all ready? In the belief that all human beings are unique and have potentials to be realized, I pledge myself to the conscientious and judicial practice of my profession. I solemnly declare that I will hold and keep inviolate whatever I may learn of the lives of my clients, and to be an active advocate for their right to live full and meaningful lives. Seeking to serve and being cognizant of the need to maintain my competence, I will strive to continue my professional growth. To this end, that my work may be successful, I will strive for greater knowledge, skill, understanding, and compassion in the discharge of my duties. It is with dignity and pride that I prepare to join my colleagues in occupational therapy and pledge to uphold the integrity of our profession to the greater good of all we serve. Play ball. To walk out to, or I don't know, whatever you want to do. I don't know. Can't throw it on me right now. Okay, again, congratulations on your accomplishments. Please join me in welcoming a new group of occupational therapy assistants to the profession. Now go study and pass that National Board Certification exam. Families and guests, will you please stand and remain standing while the class of 2022 exits the auditorium? Just you start out that time and then.
And they want to watch the slideshow because they haven't seen it. Yeah.
Here, go for it.
Sorry, it's inverted. Hey, sorry, they have not seen the slideshow, so we're going to let the slideshow run through real quick one time so they can see it. Michael.